Bigfoot yesterday. Help you. It's good to get back to games. So, we are on day 9. Or chosen to do our best to harvest them. So we're gonna have to go out. Find them. Tree. Oh, sorry, I didn't realize there was a audio got messed up. You can't even hear the game. There we go. That should be better. Now you should be able to hear. That's why it's often good to test your stuff before you go. Not something I do all that often. But to solve that problem, we found it pretty quick, so I apologize for that. I had to clear off my screen there. Nothing you could see, but I could see it. Driving me crazy. Let's go get some trees here. Now, we can use this to rebuild some of the walls to build the trap in front of our home away from home. Or maybe, I mean, because we've now built everything we could here. But I think we're going to try one more Horde Night here. And then we may try to move on to a different location. Or we can use this nice area to rebuild. There's a town right there in front of me, so we might be able to go that way and see if we can't get some leeway here. Oh yeah, out of stamina, of course. Oh, look at those. There's just some big trees down here. That is exactly what I'm looking for. Oh, yeah. Under here. Now, as you kind of build this game up, you get a little better at not having to harvest as much resources. There's a little annoying there. Spawning screen. All right. That is the first time I've seen that in this game. See them, I think. All right. Let's drop out for 1 second. I can get back to the dropout screen. Come on. Come on. Why are you trying to spawn a zombie horde on me? Oh. Let's try this one more time. See if that doesn't get us a better connection going on here. Oh, rebuilding the environment. Hopefully without the zombie dog hordes that are tearing this game apart. I mean, this is an alpha build of the game, so every once in a while, you are expected to run into some glitch here or there. I'm now infected from an untreated wound. And that's broken, of course it is. Repair. Didn't I treat the wound? Well, punch the tree. Let's not punch the tree. Need those knuckles for later, when the zombies come. Go. On this tree real quick. Now all this wood we're going to use to build traps back at the base. I may even try to expand the traps we currently had. It did some damage during zombie war. Not nearly enough to keep my place free from zombies. I have a decent supply of arrows. We've raided every house we can in the town that we're at, but this town in front of us probably has a whole different set of things that we were able to raid that we can, you know. Let's look at cutting trees. Alright, so we still have about 4 in-game hours, which is about 4 or 5 real minutes, to see if we can check it out and make it back. Oh, come on. Now, I could use the better axe. I'm kind of running low on that. I don't know if I can repair it easily as I can repair this one. Plus, this is tree, grass, and rocks. Much easier to repair. Come on, come on, come on. And timber! Alright. I'm just gonna... Where that building is, right there on the outside of this town. Just to make sure it's secure. Find if there's anything I can use out here. Well, whatever it is, it looks fancy. Bar of some kind, I assume. There is definitely a hotel full of some huts. Up, up. There. Locked door, let's see if we can. I'm feeling it's more than 300. I'm one of those ones where I kind of bash through the front. Gotta wait through the second one. Oh. 2 or 3 layers, actually. There, I'm on. 4. Yes, please. Oh, that is. I want to go. Jar of honey. There we go. Got rid of the infection. There. Nothing. Nothing. Agua. I'll take this wooden chair just for the fact that I can take it and I four piece. Which, you know, it's want to say it's not a lot, but every piece of wood we run across, definitely another place. I'll have to cut a tree down. Smokey the Bear has always taught us only you can prevent forest fires. All right. See. Check inside before we go outside. That is. If I have empty one, get some dirty water out, and later on cook to make clean water, which is something I definitely want to. Who puts steps to? Piping board. Check that trash can. That'll have nothing in the mess. Other water mesh jar. Let's check outside here. Definitely going to take these wooden posts. I don't really care about the plants. Wood is one. We have about 2 more minutes to. Campfire. So I can put a little more light in. Duffel bag. Plot helmet with light. Feeling hard though. Whoa, wrench. Born, I shall need you. Right. One last. I was really honestly half expecting zombie to be. I need those feathers. I do. Yes, I can. Ooh. How did I miss the ones? You. You are mine. Oh. If I down here, quick hair. On, dark out. Not one who have to. I don't even know why I'm looking for it. Really don't. On. Now we should be good tonight. Should not be a large amount. But on the downside here, if I don't get back soon, runners off. Sun is have time. Would it even be wise on else right and see what I can find? I want to say 2,200 hours generally. Yep. Problem. Another way to get in here. Honestly, don't know what's going on. Yay, raising control. Actually, let's add that helmet. Go to my off. There we go. Now we can see in the dark. Nest up. Fuller. Eat it fresh right out of the. Fertilizer. Here. Let us make a hasty retreat back to our main base. Or I have zombies just running anywhere. Of course, I can't help but pick up objects along the way. Really? See you later, old. Can't really do much with you anyway. I mean, maybe there's something in this game you can make it with it, but I know for sure nothing. Five the night, I'd much rather a slew of arrows than oh, oh, not good. Get out of the traps. Get out of the traps. Much like the real world, I guess. More attention. Going. I mean, the ones that are here, obviously. I need more. Lots more. Take one more round over here. Should be. Making our way. Right up the side of the house here. I do not want this left open. And if we secure this enough, then we... Now the best I can, I'm probably going to put a couple layers of all these different wooden spikes to kind of minimize anyone who makes it. So, let me put some stuff back in the house. There we go, fire on. Oh. All right. Candles. Head. Good from the other one. Plastic. Obviously, if you don't know, if you haven't played before, that sound is nighttime. Zombies will begin running at this. If I were to go outside, I would do. Upper. Press. Blue. I'm pretty sure I made exactly what I was looking for. Remember. Snap you. Don't need a flashlight. Where? There's no room in there. Flashlight. That club just. Mushroom. Mushrooms can be safely eaten uncooked. Got the tungsten. Dukes. Bowl. What cap I? One of those. Apple juice. Painkillers. Seeds. Orgies. Tungsten there. Pretty good. You know what? I should use this safe. For weapon. Makes sense. Then everything will at least all the weapons in one spot. Easily choose. I'll shut down. Alright, so that's the end of that one. That's the... Okay. Pistol. Pickle. And weapons down here. Ammo in this. Now this is not the cool part of doing it. All this organism eventually would hope. Hey Captain Warm, welcome back. Glad you could join us once again. Gun parts will go. And weapons over here. Mission. There we go. Makes a little more room. Want to know how. Building. Box. Trying to see if there's a better way to make, or not to make store stuff. Right. See if we've earned any skill points. 6. Not really gonna do fine. Fixer. Requirements. Repair time is 10%. Repair quality loss. 80.8. I'm gonna do that just because I bile. Alright, I hear a lot of stuff. That's why I'm talking about repair. I should take the stone axe. Let's scrap it. Back here. Into our fate. And craft a new one. That way we can be prepared for whatever comes our way. I have a feeling that if I come down here, any sort of midnight construction. What I end up doing, fighting zombies outside till I believe them. Dismantle this real quick. That's parts. Taking a peek. Maybe we'll Ep. There we go. Wood logs. Then real quick, I look around paranoid, knowing that any minute my luck could change. Swamped. One mechanic is there. We go. Oh, there we go. That was all. Upside down. Upside down. Oh. Come on out. Please. Eventually works. Put him that way before. Die. Hey, would I do that by accident? Come on. Come on. There we go. There we go. Finally figured it out. All right. Yeah, every time it only takes me like 20 minutes to figure out how to do this. Up a little bit. So I'm able to do at least a little bit of construction right here. I'm gonna leave you. Someone breaks you. Hey, I'm able once again. Ah, you had it right there. That just goes to show you how. Come on, stop clicking around. God, know what? Do. Oh. There we go. A little more protection. Positive. Trying to do it this way. Don't. All right, so it's not overall horrible. A little bit of protection. More than I had. The whole idea is they'll come over these ones first. They'll probably end up breaking them. Then they will get their president down here. They can make it up to the porch area. Now, that's what I hope, but in reality, it probably will fail. Reach the wall again. At least here, I can't even jump over these. Taking a little bit of damage. Go back inside. See what we can. Some food and water. Oh yeah, I can. How about that? So I can take the yuckin. Sure. 21. Perfect. Just a little bit of recipe. Bottled water. 2. 6. 1 and a 2. Good. Turn it off. Inventory here, and let's get some drinking in. Survivalists is only as good as they are hydrated and nourished. Now, in real life, I don't recommend eating as many eggs as I'm going to eat here, but that is pretty much the only option. I just realized, and no one said anything. Why am I carrying bullets without a gun? I'm going to throw it at the guys. I must have given one of my guns. Put everything in the gun safe. So in the lower left-hand corner, I'm just looking at 117 zombies I've killed. Or I think the 5 times they've killed. Those are not bad odds. I mean, though, in real life, only one death would be more than nothing. really kill me. Game, I'm going to take the 5. Have one. Let's take it on board. We're just about to hit the morning time. Perfect. I'm going to leave one area. Leave that trap free. Back and forth without killing myself. We're going to go check out this town here to the northwest. Kind of prepare ourselves. We are now 4 days away from the next horde. So we got to use all that time to make sure that our base can survive one more night. Mano a mano with the zombies. And you would think I'd be more confident. I thought I was the first night, a small horde, or the first horde, real horde. Small group of zombies on the house. They just destroyed everything that was there. So I'm hoping the best we can do mount a somewhat better defense this time. See what we can do. A little bit of going slow just because I have so much stamina. What I need to do eventually is build a bike. Once I've built a bike, this whole world becomes easier to navigate. Check the crash here. Hoping, but you know, sometimes you just nothing else. That's fortunately the way it goes. This house here looks a little promising. Check the mailbox. That's the important part right there. Up here. Oh, stop funning. Break the game. Now, I had a friend at one point tell me that every time you see one of these metal areas, nothing there, they hide the game spawns things. Let's take a quick the cheat way. I'm not gonna knock through the house. Obviously, but we've come this far. Let's check out the first one. Table, furniture, new candle, a commode. Oh, that was no, I did not want that. I did not want that. Don't even know why I see things and I instantly. So on, let's check here real quick. Actually, I'm gonna guess one. Oh. knock some of these wood tables apart. Help me add this beautiful collection of traps for zombies. All these kind of do our thing. Birds. Nothing. Empty can. Zinc. I mean, I honestly, when I saw them, I didn't expect too much of it. But something. There's. Washing machine. Nothing. Empty jar. I am fine. Grab that. Let's move on. Been through this house. Been through that little farm over there. Down. Now it's kind of want to go through a town over, which is not a bad idea. More trees. Oh, you bird. I'm starting to honestly wonder if there's something wrong. Not seen a single zombie. Spoken Fast, thank you so much for the host. I do generally appreciate it. Yeah, I usually run into zombies. Maybe. Yeah, I'm just being lucky today. I kind of have a feeling that's what the error message is doing. Trying to spawn this piece in. For some reason it is. The first warning was about a bunch of tactical. Second one was sleeper zombies, which would be in the house. But by far we will test this. Ooh, repair items. I know it needs repair. Okay, nice to see you play something I play myself. Yeah, so this was one of the main games we were playing. You kind of started joining me and following when I was playing other games. But 7 Days to Die is generally the game we play on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Last week, well, this week was a little different. Just Halloween, a bunch of different games. Yeah, no, 7 Days to Die and Osiris New Dawn are kind of my go-to games. We do. Me and Lou are trying to figure out different games we play together because it seems like we get more attention from games that are not this game. Where did I put that axe? Do I have a schedule when I play each different game? So I'm still working on that. So, but Tuesdays and Thursdays for sure are always should always be 7 Days to Die going forward. But I am kind of looking to somewhat to rotate games out. So if you check my Twitch page, my plan is going forward to start actually putting on the site the week schedule. I keep looking at this. Did I destroy the axe to where I repaired? Doesn't surprise me. There we go. Finish knocking this tree down. Oh, I'm gonna leave that alone, but it's nice thick trees. So much wood out of it. Definitely, ooh, trash bag. Definitely want something that you. Because I need this wood. This wood is crucial to building out the. Well, too bad you're in America and your time zone is 7 hours behind ours, so it's really late for me to join. Yeah, Fokin, I that's one of the greatest things and one of the hindrances totally of what why do you keep doing this game? Ah, like the third time this game has done this to me. Come on, yes. Just spitting numbers out. I understand. Try to restart the game again. I think the game is just a little jealous playing other games and trying to drive me crazy. Trying to do. There we go. Exit row. That has never happened to me before, though. Yeah, so I've had it a couple times. Very few in the vanilla game. This is a mod on top of the game, so every once in a while I get weird glitches like that. You're putting a mod on a game that's now. I just think it's like a jealous girlfriend. This game just does not want to cooperate because I've been spending time with some other games. Or does it done with it? Not ooh, tiny tree, be gone. Everything from your bird nest. All the hours I can do. 4 days before the next horde. Folk, and that's honestly what I believe. I have a feeling that if I ever turn my Xbox back on and we start playing again, my Xbox is probably going to do the same thing. Because I haven't touched my Xbox in probably close to a year. I mean, I've maybe put on to watch a couple things on it and download a game or two, but I haven't played it. The Red Ring of Death. Not even funny. But that's why I had a conversation with a coworker at work today. Oh, you're gonna buy the new Xbox One X, and I say after owning the 360, after owning the Xbox One, I will never. I have the Xbox One. I will never buy first generation anything from a console because they don't even have all the bugs worked out. So I may buy the Xbox One X in a year. Right now, I'm happy with my Xbox One. And really, I should say, I started out as a PC gamer, moved on to console because I like controllers, and only probably within the last year, I've switched back to playing mostly on PC. And only because, and I will say this, I'm a big cheater. Because you'll see when I'm playing this game, it'll give me the console prompts because I do play with a controller, which I know most people are against when it comes to PC master race. Got the 360 Slim with 500 gigabytes, but I don't like playing on it. So my girlfriend uses it for movie. That's one good thing for you. It is a very good media service. I kind of felt like that was what Microsoft was going for with the Xbox. Like, Yeah, it plays video games, but it has all this other stuff because you can hook it up right to your cable or your TV media player. Yeah. But I used to enjoy it, and there's still some things that I would rather play on Xbox right now because there's my friends play it. But I know kind of as we move on, we're going to get crossplay between you pair stuff. Because you're going to get crossplay between PC and Xbox, which honestly I think is one of the best things ever. Kind of wish Sony would join that. Because I have friends who play all the systems. Maybe I'm an Xbox guy. I'm never going to go to PlayStation. Right now, I'm a PC guy over even the Xbox. And the back end is technically no different. Xbox is just Windows 10. Ooh, I love the little small tree. It's up here. Not going to buy or own a PS either way. Yeah, funny thing was going back to playing, my first console was PlayStation. I couldn't even do it now. Xbox is my ecosystem. I would be in the same boat, Fokin. I would sell PlayStation the second I got it. And I have friends who swear by it's better than Xbox. Honestly, same. And Nintendo NES. Yeah. So those were the games when I was. That's how old I am. I remember being like one of the first kids on my block to have the NES. I never had the N64. I went from NES to SNES to Sega. Then I think I went into Dreamcast. But I mostly played most of my games on PC at the time. But I had a console that I kind of enjoyed. There are some games that I really want to play for PC. Because I have to use a keyboard and mouse, I'm not using it. Drives me crazy. Both the consoles have ups and downs, though. So every different brand would have something that's more. Yeah, and that's the thing is it's like PC or Mac. There's no better one per se. It depends on what your use case is. I even say that when people talk to me about buying a gaming PC. Oh, I want to build the PC. This or this. Depends on what games you're going to play. I have I know a friend who went to some computer store and they were trying to get him to buy like a high-end graphics card for like Minecraft. That was what he went to play, Minecraft. That was it. No other high-intense games. I told him you can get by cheaper. And that's really when to play. Make a PC cheaper, you probably could buy Xbox. But do other things Xbox. Yeah, Macs are good for production. So when I used to work a long time ago in radio. I was a radio host. And everything in the studio was a Macintosh. You got better sound processing out of it. You had better programs. But those were good for that thing. Now, for your at least I will say, for my everyday, I prefer Windows. My work, Windows. This PC I'm playing on, Windows. But there are very specific reasons why Macs make a lot more from people. Here we go. Now we're just... This is the part of the game where at first it's so tedious. All this finding. I can't imagine buying myself. I'm the same way. I like to configure. I'm a fiddler. It's what I do in my life. I'm right now. I'm an IT guy. So for me, it's figuring, playing, changing. I like that kind of stuff. So to get me something that I'm kind of locked into with one, I just destroyed that again. One way or the other, I gets to me. I mean, I used to have a long time ago. I had an iPhone, but it changed. I use my computer for everything: Photoshop, streaming, gaming. Yeah, no, that's what I do here. In fact, even my PC, besides being a gaming, my editing and all that, it's an entertainment center. I have my videos on here. I play them. It's connected right to my TV. Ooh. And, it hasn't let me down. So once again, personal choice. Everyone has their own. My wife, personally, when we first met, she was a Big Mac person. And I stopped supporting it. So. But she has an iPhone. She has an iWatch. I'll buy it for her, but it's not my choice. That's pretty much a whole computer if you're trying to save up CPU, RAM, and solid state drive. So that's what I did. So about 6 months ago, just keep wandering for easier. I bought a new SSD for the operating system on my computer. That's what we're on, but I still keep my games and everything on an older regular hard drive. But the RAM's important. Received a new SSD because, and that's the older part of me. Like I love SSDs, but they're still newer, and I should be trusting. See the new SSD today. How big is the SSD they use? Most people do like the 250s, 500. I went with the 1 terabyte, and I don't even use like 300 gigs. I'm at like 120, and that's fine. I mean, I assume you're just gonna put your operating system. Are you playing games on that? Go. $120 is not. I mean, I'm not even kidding. So I was going through. I recently moved houses, and I was going through all my stuff from my old house, and I found a whole ton of hard drives that I had to like clean and wipe before I threw away. And I found like ones for like 4 gigs. I remember that was huge. But I got a 240 gigs a few days ago driving my. So that's nice. Those are the friends I want. Friends who give me almost 500 gigs. If you're managing your storage, that is more than enough. I mean, I have 3 terabytes, and probably use 5. But that's good. No, making a deal with your friends. In fact, the video card that I'm playing on was a deal I made for. I have a 1070, and he wanted to buy a new one. I gave him some money towards it. I think he got a 1080. And I got this card for like $300, $500 in the store. And most of the games I play, I don't even touch it. But at least I'm good for the next while. I don't have to worry about the video card. Everything else I have to worry about, not the video. 2 terabyte Western Digital desktop black. Oh, the black model I like. I've had very good luck. Yeah. With the black drum. And yeah, you keep your other stuff on the small one. I mean, I'm always a big thing for 2 drives anyway. Put your data and your operating system up in. Depends on what you're doing. Movies, games. Yeah, the black hasn't. I've never had a problem with black. I'm gonna knock on wood because there is one in my computer now. I don't want to jinx it. I think I heard the thing. Why do I keep? Recordings go to 2 terabytes. Yeah, and so what I do too is, as far as backup, that once again, IT guy by trade. I actually have purchased Microsoft's OneDrive, so it's on my computer and then it backs right up to the cloud. Like Counter-Strike Go takes up 3050 instead of. Hey, and that's different games are going to definitely run you different things. And I said I would be more worried if I didn't have the to kind of back everything. Probably have, I think, something like, let's say like 200 gigs of movies, probably another 200 gigs of pictures. So I sync that all up and then kind of move them into folders and off the computer. But I have more space than I need, so I have some of them on the computer, some on the cloud. I like things backed up. That way, if I lose a drive, I'm totally fine. Now I have 2 SSDs. I can't put my favorite game system. You got the Corsair Force LE200. I don't think I've looked at that. I've heard. Everything I've had from Corsair has been great. Like my RAM, I believe, is my motherboard. Yeah, I've been actually. Where is home? Probably maybe someone back to you. Ton of wood. Strange enough, the name is LE200, but it only has a 120 gig. That's. Ooh. So that their naming schemes I never understood. Oh, the microphone's cutting out. It might be a new setting I've tried to put. I tried to put a filter on it, so I'll have to play with it a little bit. Like it was most of the idea was to cut out the background noise behind me, and usually you can mess with the ability. You just. Ooh. Let's see if that does any better now. I mean, you may get a little more background noise. It should cut out that should at least deal with it. Oh. I easily get lost. It's more expensive than my old one. It's slightly back. I'll have to check that out. Oh, sorry, Vulcan. Let me turn off the ability for my bot to mod things. One second. Wish I knew first time I ever had to deal with it. Banning anyone. Mod tool. Turn off link protect. Said sorry. First time tried to deal with the bot taking over. Doing it. I do apologize. Timeouts for 10 minutes. How do I stop the timeout? Untime him up. Sorry, people watching. I'm trying to. I don't like the fact that it just. And that's part of the thing is when you put a bot in charge. Right here, stare at the sun. There we go. Thank you. There we go. Thank you. At least you know how to run my own bot. Should be unbanned now. I apologize. I would love it to warn people before just banned. I gotta dive a little more into it. Really, the only thing I really wanted to set up for is like you stream for 2 years, yeah, and that's kind of it. I've been really only doing this for, I want to say, maybe it was day 31, so I've been streaming for 31 days. And before that, I used to put stuff on YouTube, so I'd edit it and do all that stuff with it, which you don't have to worry about a lot. You can put the time up. Yeah, so I have to read the manual. As an IT guy, I'm pretty ashamed that I didn't look at all the settings yet. Just kind of turned it on and let it do its own thing. That is. Oh, you know what? No. I have all this wood. Let's continue to build and maintain. Nice. My wood frame. Finish building it. Heck yeah. If he or she posts another phishing link, continually ban them. That's what I have to look at. That's the thing. I should have gone with a simpler bot. It chose the one that everyone was like more complicated to set up, which is Ankbot. Trap damage. Always, no matter how careful I am, trap damage. And I swear at this point, look their name. I'm out of it. All right, so that's easy. And that's one of the reasons why I like technology. You can't trust it. I would like a little manual intervention. As I say that, the bot starts talking again. Knows. Now, I'm checking the SSD right now on my other. Where did I put that? I don't know why my computer. I mean, it's not the computer I'm playing this game on. Oh, it's a SATA drive. Any minute now. Oh, that's a nice one. That is a 3-year warranty. You can't beat that. I mean, most gamers are going to end up changing over a hard drive in that time. Honestly, I think in 3 years, my computer's going to be totally different than now. Except maybe the video card. One expensive piece of equipment that I don't necessarily want to be replacing every couple of years. But a hard drive, I can totally see replacing that. Era. And the thing is, Corsair's not one of those ones I instantly think of when it comes to hard drive. I usually think like Western Digital or a now I'm going to blank on brands of. But Corsair's not one of the ones. In fact, Corsair wasn't one I had heard about mostly until I started getting into the gaming world. Because when you buy, in Norway you get a 2-year warranty, 5-year review, complaints on it, and then buying rights. You get buying rights? Better than we get over here. Most places over here give you. Yeah, no. PSU is usually where I've heard about it more recently. Even RAM and I think they make a couple motherboards. I think I had a water cooling kit for you, I believe it was. I didn't end up using it in this build, but I think it was. And that was one of the things, even as a computer guy, it took me a little while to get into gaming PCs. It's different than building your average run-of-the-mill PC. I'm honestly envious on the 5-year complaint. As I said, I don't think a lot of my equipment will last 5 years, but having the option. But obviously, most places are better than the U.S. when most things along those lines for consumer protection. Considering that most consumer protection boards have a heavy business input to it. Repair. Punch the ground until it's done. Probably a better way to do it. This is because it's on my watch while I'm waiting. Should be right. 97. Hopefully this defense will give me everything I need to ensure zombies do not break into this house again. And the funny thing, I'm doing all this. Well, the shop I bought the GPU from told me to complain to the register to return order for my 2-year-old GPU. I need to deliver it to them so check it out. Stuck with a non-game. But then again, my girlfriend will be happy. Yeah, no. Depending on how much you game. When I first started dating my wife, she would complain that I would game an hour a night. 1 hour. So if I lost my ability right now, she'd probably be mad. It's probably the opposite right now for me. Because she likes that idea. She likes the idea. She goes upstairs and she relaxes. I'm down here. I play my games. At first, yeah, she was like, "You're playing games for an hour?" Yeah, I play every night. Yeah, an hour a night. It wasn't bad. But now it's kind of like this is my me time. Now they should be happy, but they don't look at it that way. They just look at not spending time with them. And I would even say, like, listen, if I was doing this like 6 hours, you stream mostly 8 hours every day, I give that to you. I don't know if I could do 8 hours. I mean, I guess if I was making money off this, I would. But I'd make a decent amount of money to live off it. Maybe 8 hours, but I think I'd get bored so quickly after 8 hours. I think max I could probably do 4. The reason I started, and honestly, one of it was people, my friends I would play multiplayer games with, be like, "Oh, you should record this," because I play games and I'm not really that terribly good at them, and I panic when bad guys come on. I try as hard as I can to get affiliated partnered. Yeah, and that's the hard thing is the affiliate program with Twitch is, I guess, kind of nebulous. I had a friend who's been streaming less time than I have, and already made affiliate. And I just within the I want to say last week or two made it over 50 followers, and I think I'm on the because they say you have to have an average of 3 viewers for like 1 month. So, I mean, you want to think it's kind of easy to get affiliated, but not really. And the goal, I guess, would be partner. I think I'm way off of that. You need a very good base to have that. But I mean, honestly, it's like everything else. I feel like if you do this for fun, hopefully the money comes, and if it doesn't come, then at least you're doing what kind of like we were talking about game with a girlfriend. As long as you enjoy it, then you're good. I do this because I like to. If people are in the chat and they interact, that's great. If they weren't, I'd still play the game and still have fun with it. That's why I like games like this where I can kind of zen out. Yeah, see people with 50 followers with affiliate. I get 1,200, 1,258 followers. An average of 3 or 5 views. Last 30 days. Stream the limit for streamed. and that's what I'm saying, folks. I believe that some of this is just luck of draw. Or you do something that draws attention. I don't know what it is. I really don't. I mean, kind of on the low end of the viewers tonight. I have 5. But for me, I mean, I've been averaging and nothing yet. But listen, I enjoy it, and if good things come out of it, and Foken, I hope you get it because you're very good at interacting. So for me, it's the twofold. It's not just. I don't know if I should do a giveaway just drop for the. Yeah, and see, and that's what I've been thinking about too. Doing one of those giveaways. I see them all the time, and I don't know how people afford it, or I find people who have like free Steam keys to get them somehow from the developer. I don't think a developer would pay attention at this point. So honestly, I do have a lot of interaction with them because I usually play games that you don't find many people streaming. I mean, 7 Days to Die, yeah, that's the exception. Osiris, New Dawn, that's there, but usually when I'm streaming, I did a lot of giveaways before, but only in certain files. And that's what I see a lot of people do. You know, at 50 followers, I do this. At 100 followers, I do that. I mean, you really got to figure out what works best for your channel. What kind of audience you want to engage in. But I say, I thought of this stuff, and then I wonder, honestly, I have this thought every time: is will that actually change anything? Will I just be doing it fun? 440. Do this wrong the first time anyway. I'm everything. All the time. See, that was not what I wanted. And I just realized I dug way too close. Now. I did it again. I don't do giveaway. The second they don't win, all this stuff. And then I can suddenly end up doing 100 videos. Yeah, and that's the problem is I've seen a lot of people who just, I guess, look at the stream title and if they see giveaway, they participate. You know, that doesn't get you anything in the long run. I mean, I would love if I'm going to do a giveaway. I wish the developer would give free keys. Then do a giveaway and cost you. But the reason, it's like advertising. You hope someone comes in. You hope that they like you. Or you have the gimmick that bring them back. Hope you get a follower or sub off of it. So I think following is kind of a great thing to do. I think some people just follow to follow. I much as I love followers, I would much rather have someone engage in chat. All the work already? Like, you can search for a giveaway in the search bar. Everyone. Yeah, and that's the thing, is I see it all the time. People like that's specifically what. Yeah, I don't know where. Not that I'm an expert by any means, spoken, but next time I see you streaming, I'll take a look and I'll see if I notice anything. I mean, not that I can do much, but maybe there's something I notice. You've been so engaging with me, it only makes sense that they kind of turn the favor. So, you know, being a young channel, I think a lot of what I pay attention to right now is what my gimmick is. Why would you come to my channel versus any other channel? I don't know why anyone would. That again. Little progress here. Got the traps laid. Fix. Up a little bit. Checked again. Board coming. And I'm out of wood already. So now I'm going to have to go out and search for more wood. Could be a mean neighbor. Had a guy commenting after record last night. Told me I wasn't interacting well. Back then. Embarrassed by sitting there talking to yourself. It's chit chat rolling. No one is replying. I came here because you're streaming something else. WoW or Destiny, and I feel like supporting you. And that's honestly, Logan, it's a hard thing, and I think I have a small advantage over that because I used to work in radio. So for me, talking my something I can do, but it's hard because you feel. I know because when I first sat in front of a microphone, started having to talk, it was a weird sensation. You're talking to yourself, but you know there's listeners, but they may not interact with you at first, and it takes a while to figure out how to say it, what to say, or how not to fill in blank. It feels crazy. No, it does. Trust me, it does. It's something you have to kind of get over. And it's one of the things that I always think about when I'm doing this is I treat it just like I treat radio and try to keep the minimum of. It can be cringy. No, I think you got the right word. Or it's uncomfortable, or you don't know what to say, and it takes a while to fill in gaps. And I've had that problem in the past, especially when I first started playing. I'd focus on the game. You focus on the game, and you're not thinking about what do I say next. Knock this down. Um, and really, what a lot of advice I've heard is, I'm not going to pass this off as my own advice, is just narrate everything you're doing until you build the audience. So you build the audience large enough to interact with them. And the problem is the thing. Your friend was great, being positive and made accent and stuff. And that's why, actually, that was one of the reasons why me and him started streaming together. Anyway, was the different personalities. We kind of act like an old married couple. Because me and him play games totally different. If you ever see him play this game, and you can look back at our streams for he's very hoarderish. He wants to sit there and look at everything and find everything, and I'm more, let's move to the next interesting place. Yeah, and that was one of the things. You can find someone, and then that's also what I thought part of our initial click was you can watch his channel, then you can come watch my channel, and you can see two sides of the same game and different things. I mean, I'd rather be out there than not. But as I said, each person has their own. Like, he has his own following that like him and like his style. And I watch him to support someone I know, but he also doesn't necessarily play games that I like. He loves survival type games. I like some, but not all. But like tonight, he's playing Warframe, which is not a game that I that I can particularly enjoy. But that's why we choose it. 2 days we play together, 2 days we play separate. So it gives a little bit of different twist. We're not playing the same thing every day. But then we have to figure out what games we're going to play together. And that's the tough part. Because really the libraries we have of games is nighttime, inside. I'm coming base. Our two Steam libraries are vastly different from each other. And some games that we have just aren't multiplayer. Can't play them together. Me and him actually bonded. Spoken, yeah. So I did try to get the donate link into the button. It would not go for some reason. I sat there today and noticed that it wasn't working. And for some reason, Twitter will work, Patreon will work. The donate button, for the life of me, will not work in Twitch. And I don't know if it's because I'm not an affiliate. It doesn't let me put a donate button there. As you notice, it's not even really like a link. It's just text. What are you doing? Oh, I was just hiding it. I have points while we're waiting. Once again, 6 points. See what we can get. Anything? It's probably a bug box. I didn't even think about trying to delete and re-link it, so I'll have to try that after the stream, which will probably be getting off in a couple minutes anyway. Because like 3 or 4 times I tried, I'm like, why is this box? Because at first I thought I was like, I should have done this. And I looked and I was like, oh, I mean, I just maybe forgot to put the link there. And next thing I know, when I hit edit of the box, it was there. The text was there, or the URL's there. It's just not doing it. But I didn't think maybe, which I should have thought, glitched box. Because I think when I first built it, it was in the beta, the Twitch beta screen. And I should know this stuff happens. doing now? Sometimes now I get so wrapped up in talking. Well, I am hungry, thirsty, so that's at least less than. I don't even want to know why you could eat blueberries. Eat some apples. If you turn the beta off, so I did turn the beta off because one, I learned that when I was doing it, I couldn't always modify any of the boxes. So someone told me to turn it off. So it's been off for a while. I just never thought about recreating any of the boxes. Because Twitter worked, and Patreon worked, all this other stuff worked. That was the only one that didn't, and because it wasn't a major focus of mine, because one, I didn't think anyone was going to pay anything. I didn't even pay attention to it. But I'll have to try it. When I get off, I'm gonna delete that box and see if I can't read it. Eat some corn. All my food. What's all my food at? I have some can of chili. And the apocalypse, that is definitely. Well, you never know. My biggest donation is about $600. That's a lot of small and big. Well, that's a lot. That's good. And that's hopefully where I was hoping to build the community. You're right. No. They could see someone see potential. I would think they're probably crazy, but no, I probably could see it. And it makes sense because I mean, I think I subscribe to one channel, and the rest I donate bits to. They're at least affiliated. I throw some bits, people. Not much. I guess every little bit really. You know what? I haven't eaten mushroom yet. Oh, I'm at 100. That's right. And that's the thing, folks. I think subs should be someone you really want to see. Other than that, I think bits are fine. I mean, they're not really a lot of money, but good ways to show it, and a good way to interact with most communities. I mean, I want to say there's probably 3 or 4 streamers I watch regular bits. I subbed to one, and the other 3, I may throw 10, 15 bits at everyone. Not once, like maybe once a day. Now it adds up over time. But we're still clear of zombies. What is that? I mean, it's usually give money instead of bits. That's better. Money's a lot better than bits. Though I don't know if you know. I'm assuming you know a lot of things better than me. You can get some bits free. You just have to watch like an ad or two. They'll get like 5, 10, 15 bits a day and just throw them to a streamer I like. But money's just as good. I'm sure no streamer's going to complain about that. We're fully hydrated. We're fully full. Still need to gather, so I have the wood. Cloth, duct tape. Do I have all that? gather cloth, gather duct. I'm pretty sure I have that. Duct tape. Usually donate 10-20 to the person I enjoy watching when I afford it. And that's really what it is. If you can afford it. As I said, I do this for fun, so if someone donates, that's huge for me. But I will tell you, there's one streamer I was watching, I want to say 2 or 3 weeks, and it wasn't a normal streamer I watched. It just happened to be a game I had wanted to see. South Park Fractured Butthole. And this guy had, I want to say somewhere around like 10,000 viewers and a pretty active chat. And he was getting money, he was getting donations, he was getting subs. And he didn't even seem like he phased him. I would much rather support a smaller streamer than someone who couldn't even acknowledge that you've given them $10. Now, obviously, that's me, but he was doing something right. He had the followers, he had the base there. That's just me. I'm an old man. Alright, so craft, split. Alright, let's see. Just want to see if I can read this before. And craft, split. And craft. Of course, I don't. I'm grabbing everything I find. And... oh, I have to craft a lot of bandages. Alright, split. Maybe alright. We can do this. 4. Why am I changing? 5 seconds. Even Shroud has 40,000 views a game. Donation on me. He's out everything. Subscribing and everything. You ask him a question in the donation text, he replies to it. And this is the game telling me I need. And that's the thing, is I think people forget that, hey Lou, how's it going? Did you end your stream? I think people forget, you know, what made them where they are at. So you have those streamers who just don't engage with their audience anymore. And I thought it was funny because he drove me crazy, just not even noticing anything. And it wasn't even like he was commenting on the game. He was just there. He would just go, "Oh, that was cool," and he'd be silent for 5 minutes. And that's the thing. Even out of the 40,000 viewers, he's probably only got X amount who are actually engaging in the chat. Yeah, and that's the thing. I'm the same with you, Falcon. If you don't interact with your chat, then I'm not there. All right, well, everyone, thanks so much for watching. I'm going to end it tonight because obviously my computer is jealous. I'm playing other video games and no longer wants to play because I can't X out the screen. So I'm going to call it a night. Thanks so much for joining me. I'll be back again definitely on Monday. I may try to stream tomorrow. I'm not sure. But we'll be back on Monday playing some game with Lou. I'm not sure what game we're going to play on Monday. Hopefully at least a Source New Dawn. I kind of like that stuff. So thanks so much for being with me. Vulcan, thank you so much for interacting in the chat. And everyone else who's been watching, thank you so much. I do heavily appreciate that. Have a good night. We'll We'll talk again later. I can ever out of. Oh, there we go. Thanks and have a good night. I did not mean it. Have a good night, everyone. Bad game mechanics.